Hey guys, welcome back. It's Dan at Ready Edge Go, and today we're going to be talking about UC Scout because high school doesn't always help you out with the right course selection. Anyway, before we get started, definitely drop a like, a comment, or subscribe. We definitely appreciate the support. So let's get going. So, what is UC Scout and why are we talking about today? Well, a lot of people are talking about course changes, and unfortunately, not everyone gets the courses they want, whether it's a math class that they're missing, or a science class, or an AP class that they just don't qualify for. So, a lot of parents and students are bringing up this question of, hey, should I take this class through community college? Or, hey, should I take this class through this thing called UC Scout? So let's understand what exactly this means, right? So UC Scout was a program that was started to really kind of provide disadvantaged students an ability to take courses that weren't offered at their high school. But the caveat is that technically anybody can take these courses, and they're all virtually provided online through this thing called an on-demand service, or UC Scout On Demand. And there's also other, I guess you can say levels of UC Scout, Basic and Plus, I believe what they were called. But those are more so, they don't count for credit unless it's administered by your school. Whereas the on-demand UC Scout service provides you with A to G certified courses that are completely on-demand and self-paced. So that's basically what UC Scout is. And so how can you use it, right, for your course selection and to fill your gaps? So that's kind of what we recommend to students is, okay, well, if you've kind of had some bad luck or maybe you've not done very well in a certain course that is important towards your major, right, it's very useful to have something like a UC Scout. Because let's say, for instance, you got a double B in Algebra II Trig, and so now maybe, they're only letting you go to precalculus, and maybe you eventually want to show that, okay, well, I can handle the rigors of calculus for a grade. You can take that AP Calculus AB class through UC Scout, self-paced for a grade, right? And hence show that math aptitude that you might be missing out on it. And when might that be important? Well, if you think about it, it can be important for engineering majors, business majors, right, who need to show quant strength, or rather quantitative strength for those of you who don't understand the word quant. But it also allows you to fill in other gaps, right? Engineering majors who are applying for college oftentimes don't have physics until the 12th grade. So you can also take the AP Physics class through UC Scout, and I generally recommend taking these classes over the summer so that they don't conflict with your general schoolwork through the course year. So, by filling in your gaps, right, UC Scout can definitely be useful. Don't make the mistake, though, okay, of just, underestimating the rigor of the course. After all, a lot of these courses are AP coursework, right? But really any class, guys, you don't want to go in underestimating it, thinking that you can just kind of, basically not take it seriously and come out with an A. You want to really do your job and pre-prep as much as you can for those classes, and really try where you're in them, right? Because they do come fully set with quizzes, tests, midterms, and final. You don't want to just, think like this is, just because it's not a real class, right, or not taught in person, it doesn't really matter. I don't have to try that hard. You absolutely do need to try hard because, guys, my final word of caution is if you're going to take the UC Scout approach to fill in your gaps in terms of your high school curriculum, right, you absolutely have to get an A in those classes, right? Why would you take a UC Scout course without getting an A, right? In that situation, you're not proving to anyone your proficiency, and you probably actually would benefit not to provide that at all in the college applications, because who wants to report a class that you didn't do very well on, right? So in short, where does that show up on your college applications, guys? There's this thing called educational prep programs, or you can also add additional, schools attended, right? But this, I believe, would qualify for an educational prep program. And so you would basically list that you attended UC Scout, completed these courses, which are A to G certified for a grade. And so even though it doesn't show up on your high school transcripts, right, it'll show up anyway through a separate transcript from UC Scout, which is very much, basically credible, right, for schools that do take the A to G coursework, aka your UCs and your CSUs. And I guess one final thought is that, taking an AP class through UC Scout is not the equivalent of getting an AP test score, right? Because when you take these AP classes through UC Scout, if that's what you're going to do, you don't have to take an AP class. They have non-AP classes as well. But if you do take an AP class, just know, guys, getting a completion of that course and getting an A in that course does not certify completion of the AP exam. Those are two different things, right? Just like if you were to take an AP class at school, doesn't mean that you took the AP test, right? You still have to register for that and take that separately. So that requires that you coordinate separately with your high school to make sure that if you are going to take that AP exam at whatever date, you need to coordinate with your counselor to set that up appropriately. So UC Scout is an excellent resource to really kind of fill in gaps in your curriculum, especially as they pertain to your major, and when your high school is just not willing to work with you to help you make those adjustments. So hope this video helps, guys. UC Scout's a really cool program that started not too long ago, and I'm happy that they've expanded it and its offerings to, well, make a lot of classes more accessible for you guys. So anyway, catch you guys next time. And obviously, if you guys found this useful, please absolutely share it. I'll catch you.